Welcome to One Man's Tracks, the secondhand music channel. As a sucker for cheeky, refreshing, multilingual dance music, stumbling upon the Brazilian Girls has quickly turned them into my latest musical obsession. Neither Brazilian nor even majority girls, Brazilian Girls formed when Italian German singer Sabina Schuba met Argentinian keyboardist Didi Gutman in New York alongside bassist Jesse Murphy and drummer Aaron Johnson in 2003. Their lush, jammy, multicultural blend quickly made them New Blue Club favorites and rapidly led to a record deal with Verve, releasing their sultry, trancy debut EP the following year before properly breaking out onto the electropop scene with this. In February of 2005, produced by Frederick Rubens and the band, it's Brazilian Girls' eponymous debut LP, Brazilian Girls. A spunky, dynamic rockin' display, this captivating album transcends genre conventions, embracing a world of influence and distilling its multifaceted flavors into serene, shameless bops. Elegant, enchanting storytelling with ever present, crisply complementary rhythms and grooves, jam packed with free forming, genre bending numbers. This self titled debut is a brilliant expression of newfound freedom and connection through bittersweet songs of disconnection. These sweet, semi autobiographical, escapist musings engage with their unique synth pop mashups, captivating audiences with an atmosphere and an energy that both intrigues and invigorates. An easygoing, thought provoking record whose clever connections gently pull me through its charming and winding track list. Starting out with the trip hoppy, electro loungy It it's kind of tough to think of a fitting comparison for these guys. They've got a bit of a stereo lab sound here with Sabina singing softly in French about slipping free from the animalistic trappings of love over this shimmering, laid back backbeat sampling of a 1930s orchestral Argentinian tango number. It's beautiful. Don't Stop charges in next on a driving beat. An instant hitter. Its swift, shifty, standoffish verses set up the blindsidingly catchy choruses for maximum gratification. Maybe a bit reminiscent of early MGMT, this one's self reflective humor and energy are undeniable. If I'm ever in need of a soothing example of feeling bored with stagnation, there's the single Lazy Lover that somehow manages to create a compelling display out of dissatisfaction. Before the bass line sinks in, this track is drifty and listless, but kind of in the best possible way, like soaring elevator music that will take you straight to a dreamy Mediterranean rooftop. The sweet seduction of Les Sirènes de la Fête, Party Mermaids, feels like a fresh take on the classic Lady Marmalade. You know the cut. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? This is such an entrancing escape, just a dashing synth pop dream. One of the record's most seamless fusions comes in the form of Corner Store, a jazzy, swaying combination of reggaeton and bossa nova that cruises along splendidly. Closing out the first half, similarly to how it all began, with a trip hoppy interrogation called Long. The smoky atmosphere is hypnotic and hangs sinisterly like an unanswered question as this neo-noir number drifts away. Kicking off side 2 with the liberating dubby release Pussy! If I wasn't already all in on these Brazilian girls, this track would have been the one to hook me in right away. A spunky, audacious, feel-good summery jam whose feisty chorus and fantastic horns are always spreading big ol' smiles, turning that freedom inward with the downbeat Latin drum and bass take on a classic German protest anthem, Die Gedanken sind frei, Thoughts Are Free. It's introspective, both lyrically and ambiently, with this persistent dance groove that is simultaneously heady and uninhibited. All we have is a beguilingly textured, suavely self aware, dreamy indie hop number, and Dance Till the Morning Sun is a cleansing, unifying, ravey electro glam getaway. That's followed by a moody musical interpretation of a Spanish poem, Poem 15, Me gustos cuando callas, I like you when you're silent. Both bleak and beautiful, revisiting those feelings of bittersweet disconnect. This gloomy tune feels like it's clinging to the shadow of a love that's long since faded. A longing that bleeds into the haunted, crackling music box closer ships in the night, whistling away in the breeze and putting this swanky, adventurous album to bed. I'm blown away by their amorphous sonic palette, their ability to craft dazzling dance mixes across a world of languages that still translate regardless of your native tongue. Quel plaisir d'avoir finalement découvert ce groupe fantastique, magnifique, merveilleuse. Wie geil ist das denn? Was für eine wunderschöne Platte. Brazilian Girls would go on to release their sophomore record, Talk to La Bombe, in 2006, alongside a terrific live album. They would top off this initial distinctive run with 2008's Grammy nominated New York City, following which they would go on a brief hiatus near the end of the decade, getting back together in 2012, but it still wouldn't be until 2018 that the fourth Brazilian Girls album would finally materialize in the form of Let's Make Love. A record that I did find a little underwhelming. Maybe it needs to grow on me a bit, but since touring that album, the band hasn't played as a foursome since. The guys and the girls have reformed as a trio, and Sabina has released a few solo albums since 2014 that I'm looking forward to checking out. I'm also a little curious to see how this band sounds without her in it. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that's gonna turn out. She seems fairly essential here, but who knows? I'll check it out when it comes out. What do you guys think? What are your favorite Brazilian Girls songs or album? Do you have any memories from a past show you'd like to share? I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. Talk is cheap, words are expensive. Fill them in down there. Thanks so much for stopping by. Adios. Ciao. Mach's gut. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. Bye-bye now.